Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. This one we're talking about NFL Monday Night Football. We got 4 picks in the video, so stay tuned to hear all 4. And if you guys want more picks from me, plus a bunch of other cappers in all sports, check out the Dynamo private Discord. I'm just one capper in here. You can see private Discord members hitting a ton of slips in all sports. You can see one guy in the private Discord hit 2 6-man slips on back-to-back days using our NHL and NBA picks. We've been crushing in all sports. You can see all these guys we've been cashing out in the private Discord, hitting. NBA we post every day, and NFL, some more big slips and hits. Yesterday gave out 3 early NFL picks that all hit, and we've had some big days in the NFL, like going 4 for 4 on this previous Monday Night Football. Another slip hit on Underdog and a single game NFL Thursday night slate. We've been crushing the primetime games as well as NBA, NHL that we post every single day. Just our favorite picks, so get in here and check it out. And also, if you're only playing on Prizepicks and Underdog, you got to be over on Parlay Play. You get $5 just for signing up. You can see with my $5, I turned it into a 3x here with a slash line. And then last Sunday, they had a free square over here, so I took that with another slash line for another 3x almost. They have promos, slash lines all the time, so you're going to want to deposit as well because they have a 100% deposit match, so a ton of free money and promos over here. Great place to play from Prizepicks and Underdog, so definitely sign up for that as well down below. So you guys saw the big hits in the Dynamo private Discord. Get over there. Just our top picks from me plus a bunch of other cappers in all sports every day. Now for this one, we're expecting a high-scoring game. Baltimore and the Chargers, both teams are very good against the run as well, so playing this like a high-scoring passing attack. So some of the ones I'm going to be Rashad Baitman to start it off. Going to be taking him over on his receiving yards at 37.5. Bateman is the number 2 target, in this offense. Sometimes the number 1, between him and Zay Flowers. Mark Andrews hasn't been that this season. Isaiah Likely had a strong start, hasn't been that either. They brought in Deontay Johnson. Still, it's been Rashad Bateman who's been solid in here, getting the snaps, and he's been hitting this line in big situations. So I like going back to Bateman in this one. Think he's going to be in a good spot, going to be targeted heavily. Looking at the snap count for him, he's played 61% or more snaps in every single game. In the closer ones, he'll play 80% or more of snaps. Last game, he got 80% of snaps. We've seen multiple other games with over 80%, so I'm liking to go in Bateman here. Going to be in the game a lot, should be targeted a lot as well. Looking at Bateman on this line at 37.5, it's something he's barely hit over 50%. 6 of 11 games he's gone over this. His last 4, he's only gone over it 1 time. But we've seen the targets. He's had at least 4 in every single game, except for 1 here where they absolutely blew out Buffalo. In the closer ones, he's seeing targets. He's a big play threat. Catches a high percentage of his targets as well. Catches 64% of his targets on average this year. He's seen 8 and 5 in the last 2, so the targets have been up for him in the last 2 as well. And I think we could even see a higher total around here, over 5 in this game, in a close back and forth one. Again, this game has like a 51 projected point total, and the Ravens slight favorites, so I think both teams are going to be passing a lot against these tough run defenses, and Bateman's going to be a huge part of this passing attack, so I like him at this low line. You can also see the line movement. It's between 37.5 and 39.5 right now at 37.5. So these picks in the video are also already posted in the private Discord before I even started recording this. So if some of these lines change, jump around, just know they are posted in there. So we're getting this right now at 37.5. The next one, we're going to Lamar Jackson over on his rushing yards at 42.5. Like I said, this game's supposed to be high scoring, back and forth, a lot of passing, but that also means a good amount of scrambling opportunities for Lamar Jackson. If he's down or in a close game, he's going to look to make some plays with his legs, especially if the running game isn't going as strong as it usually has been with Derrick Henry, because he's coming up against his strong run defense. His rushing total is projected to be the lowest it's been in over a month for Derrick Henry on his initial lines here. So I think Lamar is going to have a big game with his legs in here, make some plays on some scrambles as well as some design runs. So liking to go to Lamar here. For Lamar Jackson on this season, 8 of 11 games he's gone over this total, so 73%. So that already is going to look good. Then we can see that the Chargers have a good rushing defense. They're top 11 in the league. But against quarterbacks have been getting loose against them. this year. They rank 25th in the NFL, giving up a decent amount of rushing yards to quarterbacks. So another thing that looks good for Lamar there. Then looking at this one last year, we could see still hit this 61% of the time last season. This year also, we can look at close games like when they lost. Lamar hit this in 4 of 4 losses on the season so far. So in those close ones where they could potentially lose as well, Lamar has been hitting this. So like going to him here on the low rushing line. And then we're going right back to Justin Herbert on his rushing yards at 19.5. A lot of the same things play on this line as we just talked about with Lamar Jackson. I think both these teams are going to be having to make plays down the stretch, and Justin Herbert's going to have to make plays with his legs. We've seen it in the last month or so with Justin Herbert. He's looked really great running the ball, and he's even had a bunch of scrambles where he's been hitting this rushing yard amount pretty easily. I think that's going to happen in this game as well. And another tool that I use every single day for player props is OddsJam. With OddsJam, you could see lines on other sites. So I have the Prizepicks tab open, 19.5, one of their favorite picks here for the game because it's 21.5 on DraftKings and all these other sites. So we're getting at 19.5. Actually a pretty big difference here. He could hit this with just 20 rush yards instead of 22 if you're taking this on other sites. So great way to find the best value on a site like Prizepicks. They even have Underdog and they have parlay play over here if you're playing on one of these, and you can get the best odds on a specific site. So you can see by far taking Justin Herbert on the rushing is going to be on Prizepicks, so you should feel pretty good about getting this one. He's been crushing this line and has been hitting some huge rushing games in the past few close games. So like going to Herbert as well. Then for the next one, we're going to do Cameron Dicker over on his kicking points at 7. This one's supposed to be high scoring, like we've said this whole video, over 50 points total in this game. I think it's going to be close and back and forth. 7 points for Dicker is another one that is going to look really good on OddsJam because almost every other site has it at 7.5. We're getting here at 7 flat. If you pull up Cameron Dicker here, you could see it's 7.5 on DraftKings, FanDuel, Caesars, Pinnacle. All these sites have it at 7.5. Even minus 110 on Bovada to go over 7.5. Minus 116, minus 115 to go over 7.5. We're getting that 7 flat on Prizepicks right now, so I like locking this one in. You can see on the season, Baltimore kicking defense, they actually rank 27th. They give up a lot of kicking points against them. Maybe not as many touchdowns, so a lot of teams, come up short against them and have to kick the ball. So looking good, as well as Dicker in 10 games this year. Has hit over this in 7 of 10, so 8 or more in 10 games. He hasn't even pushed this one at 7, so liking that. For Dicker, even looking back last year, he hit this over 50% of the time last year on a must-worse Chargers team. And like I said, we expect this one to be a lot more high scoring, so it's not going to be like an average game here. So liking to go over on this one for Dicker as well. And if you guys want more picks, you saw some private Discord members hitting huge slips. One guy in the Discord using our picks hit 2 6-pick slips in back-to-back days using our NHL, NBA picks. Some more big slips in NBA, college football. Hitting here as we scroll through some of these big hits. Another big NBA hit and a NFL one from Sunday using our picks. I'm just one capper in Dynamo. We have a bunch in here posting just their favorite picks for all sports. NBA every day. NFL, we've been locked in. You guys saw some of the big slips we hit in the NFL as well. So get in here and check it out. And if you guys are on Prizepicks on Underdog but not on Parlay, make sure to get over here. You get $5 just for signing up. You could see with my free 5, I put it on a slash line and another pick for a 3x. And they have a ton of slash lines and promos. So I took a free square and another slash line for basically another 3x here. And there's even more free money to be had over there. They have a 100% deposit match. So check them out with the link down below. If you use that code, you'll automatically get that free $5. So sign up for there and we'll see you guys over in the Discord.